Welcome back to Living in the Word, and today we're looking at the genealogy of Adam in the book of Genesis. There's quite a lot to go through, so let's get straight into it. We're going to start off with Genesis 4, verses 25 to 26, and it says, "And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and named him Seth, for God has appointed another seed for me instead of Abel, whom Cain killed. And as for Seth, to him also a son was born, and he named him Enosh. Then men began to call on the name of the Lord." Now we're going to go into Genesis 5, verses 1 to 5. "This is the book of the genealogy of Adam. In the day that God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. He created them, male and female, and blessed them and called them mankind in the day they were created. And Adam lived 130 years and begot a son in his own likeness, after his image, and named him Seth. After he begot Seth, the days of Adam were 800 years, and he had sons and daughters. So all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died." So we read there that Adam was 130 when he had Seth, and then he was 930 when he died. That's the most significant part of those verses. So Genesis 5, verses 6 to 11. "Seth lived 105 years and begot Enosh. After he begot Enosh, Seth lived 807 years. He had sons and daughters. So all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. Enosh lived 90 years and begot Cainan. After he begot Cainan, Enosh lived 815 years. He had sons and daughters. So all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died." So there we read that Seth was 105 when he had Enosh, and 912 when he died. Enosh was 90 when he had Cainan, and 905 when he died. So we'll keep going. Genesis 5, verses 12 to 17. "Cainan lived 70 years and begot Mahalalel. After he begot Mahalalel, Cainan lived 840 years. He had sons and daughters. So all the days of Cainan were 910 years, and he died. Mahalalel lived 65 years and begot Jared. After he begot Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died." So there we read that Cainan was 70 years when he had Mahalalel, and 910 when he died. Mahalalel, he was only 65 when he had Jared, and 895 when he died. Genesis 5, verses 18 to 24. "Jared lived 162 years and begot Enoch. After he begot Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. After he begot Methuselah, Enoch walked with God 300 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him." So here we read that Jared was 162 when he had Enoch, and 962 when he died. Enoch was 65 when he had Methuselah, and 365 when God took him. This indicates that Enoch did not experience death. So why was Enoch taken by God? Well, the Bible doesn't specifically say. It could be that Enoch was to be used as a witness in Revelation. It could be that God desired to save Enoch from death because of his faithfulness. God's purpose isn't always revealed to us, but we certainly don't have the understanding that God has. But one thing that I do know is that God's ways are perfect. So we'll keep going. Genesis 5, verses 25 to 32. "Methuselah lived 187 years and begot Lamech. After he begot Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. Lamech lived 182 years and had a son, and he called his son Noah, saying, "This one will comfort us concerning our work and the toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord has cursed." After he begot Noah, Lamech lived 595 years and had sons and daughters. So all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So here we read that Methuselah was 187 when he had Lamech, and 969 when he died, which is the oldest person in the Bible. Lamech was 182 when he had Noah, and 777 when he died. Noah was 500 when he had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. I know that might have been a little bit boring, but we've made it through. According to what we've read, the time span for this whole, what we've read, is 1,556 years from Adam to Shem. Enough time to populate the earth a little more. And that's all we have time for today. Well, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. God bless.